What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, I want to discuss some of the up-and-coming changes in 10.07 and what we could potentially get. Because as most of you guys are aware of right now, when patch 10.07 hits, we're going to get a bunch of Sul'Gurub crafted items. And a lot of people, including myself, have already made millions of gold on flipping some of the materials required for Sul'Gurub crafting. And I expect to make way more gold when the actual patch hits on not only the materials, but also on the actual crafted items. It's going to be massive. There's tons of them, but there's still a lot of things like left to see out. Like we still don't know how to get the patterns and plans. We just know like which ones we'll be able to craft so far and what the materials for those items are so far. But like that's been data mined, but we have no clue how to actually get the patterns and the plan. And what I want to talk about today is there's two different achievements, which a lot of you guys have already seen and contacted me. I've also seen this, but I expected there to be something new and more data mined already on the patch 10.07. But as you can see, there's some achievements. One is called the Craftsman of the Zandalar Tribe, and one is called Craftsman of the Argent Dawn. Now, this one is pretty straightforward, like aided in this Zandalar Tribe's incursion into Sul'Gurub with your crafting skill. We already know we can craft like Sul'Gurub items, but there's also one that says aided in the Argent Dawn assaults against Naxxramas with your crafting skill. But we don't know what this means because we currently have no new items or patterns data mined for Naxxcraft. So this could open up for a massive gold making opportunity. And of course, some really badass transmog for the collectors out there. And this is, by the way, some of the stuff that we discuss and invest in on the VIP Discord. So big thank you to every single one of you guys that has joined in lately. The support has been massive. And not only do we talk about like future patch investments and expansion investments, there's also a bunch of helpful spreadsheets to help you guys make gold on that VIP Discord. And you get to watch all of these YouTube videos before anyone else. So if you guys are interested in that, that's going to be linked down below in the description, together with the complete gold guide from 0 to 10 million gold, which you guys can get for 50% off using code DRAGONFLIGHT. Now, we don't know, and nothing is confirmed. This is a speculation, right? But it does seem odd that they added these two achievements and they gave us the option to craft Sul'Gurub items, but not Naxxramas items. So I don't think the question is, will we be able to craft Naxxramas items? I think the question is, which Naxxramas items are we going to be able to craft, right? Will we be able to craft like the items that would require Frozen Rune, which has now been removed from the game? Like the Glacial gear and the Icy Scale gear. I know a lot of people really want to be able to craft the Icy Scale item. It's like this set, you guys have probably seen it. It's really popular. It looks badass. But there's very few people in the game that actually has these items because the Frozen Runes have been gone for so long, right? But if they implement these like Resistance Naxxramas items back again, you should be able to make a decent amount of gold investing in stuff like Essence of Water, right? Iron Web Spider Silk, and then you also have Heavy Scorpid Scale. The other materials such as Thorium Bar, Bolt of Runecloth, and also Arcanite Bar, and also Procured Rugtide are already materials that we know will be used for the Sul'Gurub crafts that's confirmed coming in patch 10.07. And we can already see there's a trend on the Essence of Water on the auction house, at least on EU, where they've gone up in market value by 43%, which is, to be honest, that is like nothing compared to the confirmed materials like the Thorium Bar. They're now sitting at only a 600% increase. That was way above 1,000% at some point. But everything is going up, and it makes sense that it's going up because just imagine the amount of people that will be interested in obtaining the Sul'Gurub crafts once they become available, and imagine the amount of people that would want to get their hands on the Naxx crafts. We still don't know what it's going to be though. It might be just old boss loot that used to drop from Naxxramas. Maybe they will make Tier 3 items craftable. Like, that would be insane. I'm all for bringing back old stuff, collectibles. I don't really mind. Sure, it might suck for people like me who have most of the Tier 3 sets completed by spending literal tens of millions of gold in the black market auction house. But I still think for like the average Joe playing the game that it's a good change. And we need Blizzard to please the average Joe, the majority of the player base, for them to keep on making good content for us. We're dependent on those people enjoying the game. So I really don't mind. And there's a lot of discussions about that though. Like if we should be able to make Tier 3 items obtainable again. There's this Reddit thread where Michael Anvalo, do you smell it, guys? It's the smell of Naxx and Tier 3 gear being obtainable again. With like mixed feedback on that, because I understand it. The people that playing under OG tunes that had the Tier 3 laying around, or the people that spent a lot of gold like on their tune to get Tier 3, like, they're not going to be super pleased about it necessarily. But I think it's a cool change. I think it's very likely that Blizzard is gonna bring back old Naxxramas currently unobtainable items, because you've seen them do it with a bunch of other stuff. Like with patch of 10.05, they brought back a bunch of patterns, like the heavy scorpion patterns, for instance, and made that craftable again. They rechanged the WAD upgrade items again. And you're seeing it with the Sul'Gurub gear right now, because Sul'Gurub was changed. So they changed that around. And in Naxxramas, why not? They're even giving out TCG items for Twitch drops. So I don't think it's unlikely that we will get Naxx items at all, especially with the achievement. But if that's going to be Tier 3 set items, only time can tell. But do with this information as you wish. As always, whenever we're talking about an investment, if you don't have that much gold and you don't want to take a big risk, I always tell people never pay more than market value. Because as long as you buy something for a market value, you won't lose gold. Worst case scenario, it doesn't spike in value. You can just sell it back on the auction house for whatever you paid for it. But therefore, it's also very important to take a look at the market value change, right? So if I were to buy these for 4 gold and 91 silver now, that would obviously be beneath the market value. So you'd think that would be a good deal. It's not a good deal necessarily if they've gone up 600% recently and it's just a pump and dump. So obviously, do your own research on this. Go with your gut feeling if you would like to. But I definitely think that we're going to get some cool Naxx items, and I can't wait to see which materials we'll be able to use for the Naxxramas crafts, if and when they come. With that being said, though, once again, big thank you to every single one of you guys that did sign up for the VIP Discord. And of course, to all of you guys that have picked up a copy of the Zero to 10 Million Gold Guide. Got some really cool updates coming for that soon, so stay tuned for that. With that being said, though, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at the next video. But until then, bye-bye.